All right, I'm gonna get some of you guys. This is some of the fireworks. And how's it going?
Good. We just have some fireworks.
All right, I was just gonna get some on film, but now you guys are coming in.
Oh, yeah, we'll do some more later.
Okay, hopefully when it's still light, so we can, so the video can take.
Okay, BMW.
All right, so Jim. Oh, sorry. It's finally spring, and it's late March, and Patrick is visiting, and we're very happy because this is Jimmy's spring break week. It's Thursday, and we were in Indiana because the guys wanted to get fireworks. And they kind of nagged me a little bit, but that's okay because I said, all right, I'll do that. And they're having so much fun. They've been so great together, and I think it's really made Jimmy's week be special because we didn't go away because Daddy's been working. So it's been a wonderful week, and we're going to be sorry to see Patrick go. Okay, there you go. Okay, the guys are outside. Patrick and Jimmy. It's March 29th, 2007. A piece landed back here. I just hope the police don't come. Patrick and Jimmy have had an awesome time this week. Oh my gosh, they're such characters. Just looking back at me. Oh, the grass has just started to get green. We finally have some nice weather. Okay, let's see what happens here.
Peace.
Patrick, what was that, hon? Oh. Jim, put your sweatshirt on. It's getting cooler out. Just killing me. Dude keeps me back like I'm just going to watch a little bit longer, but I just, they've had such an awesome week, and I just wanted to capture youth, It's so fleeting, and I have to say that what I'm learning more and more about kids, too, is the old-fashioned fun is the best. Watch my hedges, hon. Stop. It does?
Right here.
Really? Oh, I got easily $100 worth of fireworks, and probably more because it was pre-season in Indiana. The shop was actually selling Easter baskets, and then they said they're just starting to get their inventory of fireworks in, so they hadn't priced everything. So I know the guys got more than what we, I think, paid for, and she says just as long as you come back in and know that the price may not be the same. I just hope they take care. I worry. Just the start of spring. Trees are just starting to bud a little bit. The maples always are the last to bloom, as are some of the oaks. But the crabapple here is starting to leaf out. My Louisa crabapple, which I love. And then I have a prairie fire, which is more red in the corner, which I think each year is going to get more beautiful, and I can't wait. All right, I'm going in now, but it's just great to see the kids having fun as long as they stay safe. Okay, now it's June 2nd, 2007, the year of the cicadas, Cicadas. And they're in the trees. They go through lull periods. Before they were so deafening. You know? They're way up in the trees. Now there's a plane going over, so. Once the plane flies over, you'll hear it even better. Just recording the cicada sound. Because the cicadas only come out once every 17 years here in the Midwest. They don't harm anything. They like to climb into the trees and, you know, and then Daddy and Jim are putting in a new sound system in Jim's BMW. Daddy's working since last night. They're trying to fix the door handle. Jim went for his SATs this morning, God bless him, because that was a tough one, and they were long. Took them at Hinsdale Central. What a trooper. Gorgeous day, hot and humid, but listen to those cicadas. They're up in all these trees that have been around for at least 17 years because they burrow into the pencil-like branches, just the pencil-like branches, you know, after they mate, because what you hear are the tymbals, the male tymbals that are making the sound to attract the females, and they lay their eggs in the pencil-like branches, because if they're too thick, they don't do it. They're not soft enough. I'm going to take you in the back because I can show you after they mate, they die, and they leave their carcass behind, which is high. These cicadas are high in protein, and just a delicacy for all wildlife because there's some good, healthy fat and protein, and it's part of the circle of life. So they said it could only possibly do harm to some very young saplings, but I have to show you over here, because this maple here, a northern maple, is at least 17 years old. And let me see if I can find. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, they're hanging there. Do you see that? Do you see that right there? Look at that. Can you see that? That's dead. That's the skeleton left over because the living ones have wings with red eyes. Let's see if I can find a living one. They're all over my hostas down here. Look at they're just hanging. They're just hanging underneath the leaves. They're dead. These are dead. These are the skeletons. And they're all over the place. Look at right here. Can you see them? see them among the mulch? There's just a ton of them. See that? Look at that. I'm just looking for a live one. I saw a live one earlier today. They said the sound can be so deafening in very mature neighborhoods that it almost sounds like a plane engine. Oh, I'm trying to find a live one because there's just a ton of dead ones here. These are all, and what happens is that their little babies crawl down the trunk of the trees and go back into the ground for another 17 years until they're mature. And while they're down there, they hang on to juicy roots and they suck and they develop, and then 17 years later they come back up and do it all over again. Amazing if you ask me. Oh, I'm just looking. Nothing flying around. Look at how they just hang. These are the skeletons. So I don't... Oh, bugger. I wanted to show you one. This morning they were flying around. But they're probably way up in the trees right now making this noise. See, here's a wing. You can see a wing right there. See it? Right there? That's a wing. But they're pretty cool looking because they've got red eyes. Show you my potted garden, which I finally think I caught up with most of my planting. It's been hard. It gets a little bit harder. Pots look good. Love the Gerber daisy. It's a little bright here right now. One of my hanging baskets, which I love. You get back in the shade and you can take a panoramic. These pots here, oh my gosh, got them at Myers for like $19.99 a piece, and boy, they just outperform anything I bought. But I got those early in the season. The geraniums. So we just have the chairs out this year. But if you hear that background buzzing sound, they're the cicadas. And they'll be around for another possibly 4 weeks. They said their cycle is about 6 weeks, and we've been about almost 2 weeks into it, I think. Cookies and milk, anyone? I just put mostly petunias out in the beds. I lost quite a few rose bushes this year and only replaced a few, so there might be a few barren spots. But the garden still has a ways to go. This is only June 2nd, and it needs a good month for these petunias to take place. So, listen to the cicadas. And then I also have that bed, which is just knockout gorgeous. My mock orange was just beautiful this year. This is my Louisa. Can you hear it? I'm still looking for a real cicada. This morning, Cinnamon found one in her driveway. That's Franny's little Cocker Spaniel, and she played with it and pawed it until it wasn't moving anymore. Sometimes we'll find them over here. Let's see. Can you hear them? Clicking. I saw some over here yesterday. But it's afternoon, so maybe they are all up in the trees. Probably the early morning. I'll turn this back on in the morning and see if we can see some real flying ones. The birds are having a field day. There's a robin right there, and they're just loving the leftovers of these cicadas. She's getting twigs from her nest, as a matter of fact. I can see that. Put her work. Oh, she's working hard. So, they're still working on the BMW all day. And then also, the front of the house, as you listen to the cicadas, this is a new addition. Our front patio, which was built with Sal and his buddy. I think it's Felipe. I don't remember. And it's all my front bed. So the front door looks a lot nicer than it did. Pavers look really nice. This is a unilock. The gray area is called a soldier wall because I wanted to accent it with kind of a gray because we have a gray roof, and the kind of pinkish prairie, it's called prairie color, Brussels block with Stonehenge steps, which are a little bit more rough so no one slips. There's my lamppost. Again, things are not fully blooming yet. We just kind of finished planting, quite frankly. And this is my color scheme. Hear the cicadas in the background? So Jim, how's the sound system, bud? Tell me, is it better? Is it better? How many speakers did Daddy put in? You and Dad put in? Well, that sounds a lot better to me. Wow. Very clear, huh? Jim's 17 now. This is his summer after junior year, so he'll be a senior in high school. So Jim, do you like the sound system? Jim? Do you like the sound system? I think that was a yes. Daddy's in the back.
I know you can hear.
Trying to work on something.
Which will officially be launched
They still have to put the back
on
seat in.
Tuesday at Starbucks stores around the world. Be one of the first to hear the rock legend back at work for his 21st solo album.
All right,
While you're
it
there,
sounds
don't
pretty
forget to
good,
pick up
huh,
your
Jim?
own copy of Memory Almost Full, available at participating Starbucks stores. I used to think
think
an
he
arm
likes
and a
it.
leg meant expensive.
I'm back because Mike just said a live cicada fell on him. So it could be some around here because they like this out here. No, I don't see any though. See, they're all up in the trees, so we'll have to try to do this tomorrow morning. All right. Bye. Sound system looks good. Sounds good. It's cool being a teenager, huh? What are you going to call about?
The vaccine.
Why?
It's, I don't know.
It's not going in well? We're having trouble with the bag. Oh, there's a cicada just flew by. Oh, no, that wasn't. It was a different kind of thing. Okay, everybody, it's June 11th, 2007, and the cicadas are getting louder and louder. You'll have no trouble hearing them. This was the 17th year, so they arrive from the earth and crawl up the trees and fly around and lay their eggs in the little tiny branches that are no bigger than a pencil stick, and little babies crawl back down into the earth and don't come out back up for another 17 years. So that means the next time we see these little critters flying around, it'll be 2000, oh my gosh, 24? How scary is that? If any of us are still alive. Listen to this. Hear that? That sound is cicadas. And that sound continues all day long. And it will for several more weeks. And I'm going to take you to the backyard because I love my pots this year. Because you can actually see them fly around from I'm just looking for some right now. Fly around from tree to tree. And so let's just go to the back. This is my side yard. Oh my gosh, they're loud back here because we have some mature trees back here. These are my hydrangea plants. That's my dogwood, my young dogwood. Hemlocks. Listen, now I'll try to point this up to the trees because you'll see them flying around. One hit me today in the chest. Kind of freaks you out when it does. Okay, I can see them. Let me see if I can stand back and zoom in. Because you'll see them just flying around from tree to tree. Let's see if I can see that? You see that? You'll just see them flying around. They're just flying around. There's some down here. I'm just trying to... I'm determined to catch one for you. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. See, there's some movement up there, if you can see it or not. Maybe I'll zoom out and get a bigger picture of the tree. See anything flying around? Oh, this is maddening because they were just so active a few minutes ago. They're up there. See the movement? There they are. You see them? We just flew in. See? You know, every now and then you'll catch something flying by, and that's a cicada. They're just flying all around, and it's a constant motion these couple of days now. See that? See that? And also, even on this tree, now I don't see any on there now, but they were very active on the top of this tree this morning. My Louisa crabapple. A little concerned about. As I said, I've seen them in all the trees here except the evergreens, but this maple berry, because this maple is older than 17 years old, they're very active in this tree. So when they mate, the male dies and they die, and the offspring live on. I see them in my corner of my eye, and I can't move this in time to catch it. There. Okay, but I just thought it'd be interesting to listen, and I said that today, midday, they were just flying all over the place, and one landed on my chest, and flicked it off. But they say they're highly nutritious for all the animals and birds and good fertilizer, so we're not to mind them. But boy, are they noisy. Flowers are coming along. It's a hot day today. I've got to fertilize my plants this week, and but I have to be pretty careful because it's pretty warm, though it's a nice evening. They're my delphiniums. I love my delphiniums. With my knockout rosebush, and I've got lavender wave petunias back there. The hydrangeas back there are not in bloom yet, so. And over there I have some knockout rose bushes and delphiniums. I lost quite a few rose bushes, so you'll see some gaps in there. Now I have pink petunias, but the rabbits have been munching, so I think I'll go and spray something on there. And then up here I have deep pink petunias, wave petunias, underneath my Louisa crabapple. This is one of my favorite hostas. This is a blue ripple, large ripple ridge hosta, and it's probably 3 feet wide by at least 2 feet high. I've got 2 of them, and I'm trying to go a third one. And there's a wonderful scent in the air, and I don't know what's from. It's from the hostas, I think. Hostas are blooming. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to continue the cicada story because this story only happens once every 17 years here in the Midwest. And I hope that Jim, for you're married and you have children, that they can listen to this. I'm doing this for you, honey, so that our grandchildren and your children understand the cicada and how cool it is. How do they know to come out of the earth every 17 years? Who knows? All right, that's enough for today's lesson. This is an Astilbe bloom, and my Annabelle hydrangea snowball are blooming very shortly. Love those. Okay, back into the house as we listen to cicadas. Okay, I forgot that I had this incredible picture of, an enlarged picture of what a cicada looks like. I used it for our Arbor Day celebration this year in Darien, which was our 8th Arbor Day celebration, 2007. And we showed the kids what a close-up look of a cicada looks like. It has red eyes, highly nutritious, high fat and protein content for the animals. They love it. So that's what it looks like. And when you see them, when they finally die, they're just the skeleton of them. So that's what an up-close picture of that 17-year cicada looks like. There you go. Very cool, isn't it? On the back, it says, "What's the buzz?" Everything got kind of wet because we had a couple rainy days. And we had some information about, nature's elaborate encore. Very cool. Okay, one more shot. The 17-year cicada. Oh, hi. It's Wednesday, September 19th, and I just wanted to go outside because, the sprinklers just stopped. I have to go and show you the sprinklers. It's September, and it's a busy time of year, and last night we had dinner with Bridget Monahan. She's so beautiful and so talented. She works for PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers now, as an accountant, a young accountant. I love this time of year when there's not that many people on the golf course and it's late summer. Actually, summer ends on Sunday, officially. And a few flowers are hanging on. And everything's still relatively green. But this time outside is so wonderful. Mike is in Nashville. He's the executive partner for IBM at Nissan Motors. Jimmy's at Montini as a senior and was just this week on Monday told that he's taking the lead for the school play, which is something called My Heart is Pure. I hope I have the title correct. We couldn't be more proud of him, and I know it seems daunting right now with all the work he has with. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I hit a button accidentally. I was trying to bring things closer and I turned it off. As I said, I love this time of year because there are not as many. There are still golfers, but they take time in the morning to do things like this, which is so beautiful. I love the sound of it, the peacefulness of it. I can't believe how fast time is going. I turned 50 this year, January 30th, exactly. And I can't believe that. And Jim is 17, another thing I can't believe, and a senior in high school at Montini. And Daddy is so grounded in his position, executive position at IBM, with his team. It's been a year since our dear buddy is gone. Actually, a year ago in end of August, August 23rd, 2006, we had to put him down at 11 years old. So as I said, this is the last of the end of summer, and the asters are in bloom, and the impatiens are still hanging on because we have such mild weather. It's supposed to be in the 80s today. Normally we should be a little bit colder. Getting ready for Halloween, and I had to pull the petunias back there and be planting daffodils. Oh, I hear a golfer, so interesting to see how they navigate the sprinklers. Love the sound. There's a couple golfers, we have carts going on, and there's the guy who turns on and off the sprinkler systems. He'll be coming over here because he knows he sees golfers, so I better skedaddle. I just love this. I just love nature. So another big thing is Jim's Eagle Project. Weather's supposed to be good at Westwood Park in Darien. He's doing a huge parking lot island. They're going to renovate it, and it's going to be transformed from a junkyard island to a beautifully appointed nature spot with the Darien Park District. Chris Pollock is the landscaper that he's working with. So we've got lots to do, and Jim's been really busy, but we are so proud of Jim for all his hard work and this huge accomplishment in scouting and in his life. All right, that's this environmental moment, and hopefully we'll remember to bring this along for Jim's project on Saturday. I think we showed you our new patio, but I can't remember if we've had the video out. We haven't had the camera out for a long time. Let me step this back. This is our new wall, and because we've had a problem with it leaking, and so Sal and his friends came in and did a beautiful job one weekend this summer. So I just wanted to document this while it still looks good before winter comes upon us. The mums are blooming now. This is certainly end of summer, flowering blooms. A few impatiens left right here. The lamppost. Asters are just starting to bloom. They're the big bush in the back. Roses are still cranking out a few blooms here and there. They do pretty well in the slightly cooler weather. Okay. That's it for September 19th, 2007. Today is September 22nd, 2007, and it is the day of Jim's Eagle project. He's working with Darien's Park District Chris Pollock and his co-workers Eric and Chris on this massive island renovation. It's purported to be 3,000 feet of space, and there are 55 bushes. Service berries have already been planted by the Park District. Chris Pollock has worked tirelessly with his team to get this mulch here, which was not an easy feat. At the last minute, they had to go to Downers Grove and get the rest of what they needed. This was really an eyesore of an island, and it's located at the entrance of one of Darien's premier parks where they have volleyball courts. It's the corner of 75th Street and Fairview. It's very sunny right now. And actually along the perimeter of this park, we had my Arbor Day committee and team put up the trees with Home Depot and the local schools. So this is a very wonderful park that we love. It's got baseball fields and volleyball fields and soccer. And there they are. These are the guys that have done such a great job of, that's Chris Pollock, that's Eric, and that's the other Chris. Jim just went back to get something from the house, and he'll be back, and the scouts will be arriving shortly. The island wraps around all the way to where that white truck is. So it's like a boomerang shape. And Jimmy says he's got about 18 scouts coming. Let's hope so. It's 8:15 and everything else will start very shortly. And Daddy's going to go get some more ice. These are all the plants that have yet to be planted. Beautiful tall grasses and black elder and black mondo, and it's just amazing. All right, we're at Jim's Eagle Project, September 22nd. It's a gorgeous Saturday in Darien, Illinois. And neighbors and friends have come out to help, and all the scouts. This is such a community event. This is such an amazing community event. Just awesome. Daddy's been working hard with all the... So how has it been, hon?
It's a beautiful day here in Darien, Illinois. A nice place to live.
And to see all the neighbors and scouts.
Mr. Klein, look at him over there. He plants every weekend at home, and he comes out here and plants.
There he is, battling with Nick. And I've got Franny's taking pictures. Look, she's down there. I gave her the job of taking pictures. And George and Mike Mack are here with their dad and Andrew. I mean, this is just so much fun. These kids are working hard. There's the man of the hour, of the day, Jim. Managing his crew, the Eagle Scout.
You know what, he might get to, I know, he's around 6'2" now.
Yeah, maybe 6'4" or something.
It's like the bomb shelter and all this stuff. And everything blows up for except for him. And they go to the speaker factory. What? Yeah, and they go to the speaker.
It is a gorgeous day.
It is. And he gets a big job.
All right. Franny,
Because
make Gary come out here and dig.
Because I'm thinking, Franny, you know, I could get the Suburban Light. I could send this to the Suburban Light. They don't work on Saturday.
They do?
The photographers don't.
Yes, they do. They're at games and
Yeah,
all
they
that
are,
other
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, well, it's sports.
No, but they would come out for this. They do these things.
When did you call him? Did you call him?
You didn't call them, huh?
Oh.
But you got digital photos. You could send some.
I'll send them right over.
And you know what? Then you have to see. They'd send out a reporter to write it up.
I'll send them a text and they can.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, with all the digital photos, you can send them a few digital photos.
I'll send them the write up. Yeah. I just remember before I had something on Saturday with the art. You know, they said no, we're not sending anybody out because I think they only have one photographer, and he does the sports.
Oh, I see. It's a lot of milks they got to put here. I wonder if those other plants for
It's really it's all the ground cover and
Oh, so once they put the mulch down, then they put the smaller plants in
the mulch because this soil out here is too hard.
Oh, I
It's just so compacted that.
And that'll grow in the mulch. That's why.
That's what we said in this mulch here. They're putting this mulch forward. This is going to go around the shrubs, the coarser stuff. But he said it's going to be tight. They're going to be tight on the mulch. They're going to be tight on the mulch. So,
Give this fellow a hand here.
yeah, look at he's working so hard.
I give you a hand.
Hey, Mike.
Look at me again, dear. Let's hold hands and let dear sign for us, symbol for us to be sure.
Darling, you're so handsome, strong and clever, and sometimes you seem to like a tree to make it true.
I am not the kind that merely flirts. I just love and love unto oh, sentimental me and more romantic you. Dreaming dreams is all that we can do. We sit around all day and ponder, while both of us grow fonder. The Lord knows where we're wandering to. I sit inside his side and sit up on my knee. We laugh and cry and never disagree. A million kisses won't make them done until there's nothing left of more romantic you and sentimental me.
What was your count, Widow Dalrymple? $30, Widow Trula. What was yours? $30. Tis good to think our humble home is safe for yet another year.
And with the interest on the mortgage, we have not to fear.
Mr. Dalrymple would indeed be proud, were he but here, to see how his The gallant Goodwin has toiled with unremitting labor to gain us his security.
No prouder than Mr. Truelove, were he but here to see how my peerless daughter, the modest Melody, has ever spared herself to bring us ease and comfort.
You are indeed blessed in your daughter, Widow Truelove.
As you are fortunate in your son, Widow Darnful.
Soon to be our son.
Soon to be our son and our daughter.
That this wedding would someday be was Mr. Dalrymple's dying wish.
That I should further it with all my heart was Mr. Truelove's deathbed charge.
So the partnership that has lived on in the widows
Will be renewed once more this happy wedding.
Amen. Ah, yes, Widow Truelove, thanks to those noble men, our husbands, our hearts will be warmed in our declining years by the happiness of their children.
As our bodies will be warmed by that very coal from their mine.
To think that tomorrow's dawn will herald the 20th year, wherein from its ebb and harvest we have reached the wherewithal to meet the interest on the mortgage.
And now, in but 12 short months, the loan is due.
Have no fear, Widow Truelove. When my son Goodwin opens up his latest scheme, we'll have more coal to sell than meet the debt.
Ah, Melody, my child.
Dearest mother,
Sweet Melody.
dear Mrs. Dalrymple, dear Melody, soon to be dear Mother Dalrymple.
Oh, Mrs. Dalrymple. Your modesty becomes you, child. I came to see if there is aught you need. More coal for the fire, perhaps? The basket is yet well filled.
Then I thought, before the air turns chill, I would stroll a while on the snow-clad hillside.
And would your wandering footsteps happen to lead you through the gully?
I had not thought, Mother.
Yet every day, just at this hour, does not a certain gallant gentleman come striding home, aweary from his labors?
Oh, Mrs. Dalrymple.
There, sweet daughter, we will not twit you any further.
Nor will we detain you.
Then I shall fetch my cape and bonnet.
But wait,
Yes, Mother?
I had near forgotten. Banker Hardacre will be calling presently, and it would be ill befit for my daughter not to welcome him on this his first visit.
Banker Hardacre?
The new owner of the bank that holds our mortgage.
He comes to collect the year-end interest.
Then should we not offer him some refreshments? Cookies, perhaps?
Oh, a delightful idea. Do you fetch them?
At once, Mother dear.
Ever thoughtful of the comfort of others?
A fitting bride for my dear son.
Was that enough, Widow Darnful?
I think it was, Widow Truelove.
It must be our guest.
Banker Hardacre.
Come in.
Is this the home of widows Truelove and Dalrymple?
At your service, sir.
Sebastian Hardacre at your service, ladies.
We are indeed honored by your presence, sir.
From Allenville, it is a weary climb.
A climb I would have made before had I but known what charm and grace awaited me. A smooth approach often pays rich dividends.
You are gracious, sir.
Ah, yes, but I had forgot the old saying that on the topmost boughs are found the ripest plums. Two withered prunes.
You are indeed kind, sir.
But we had near forgotten the purpose of your visit.
Oh yes, how often business interferes with pleasure. Though here is little business and obviously no pleasure.
Here is the money, sir. $30.
And $30.
$60, that is correct.
Now that our business is complete, may we not offer you some refreshment, sir?
I fear not, madam, I have other calls to make. Good day, ladies.
Here are the cookies, Mother.
And who may this dainty blossom be?
My daughter, Melody, sir.
Oh,
Melody, this is our new banker, Mr. Hardacre.
At your service, sir.
Miss Melody.
Will you not sample one of my cookies, sir?
Oh, with pleasure, Miss Melody. Oh, a dainty morsel, soft, tender, luscious.
If you could spare us but a few moments, sir, my son Goodwin will be returning shortly from his labors.
Your son, madam.
Soon to be my son, too, Mr. Hardacre.
Oh, Mother.
Our plans are for a summer wedding, sir.
Indeed, madam.
We shall hope you will take a part in the festivities, sir.
Oh, honored, madam. If there are any festivities to take part in. And now I must bid you good day. Good day, ladies.
Good day, sir.
Miss Melody.
Good day, sir.
And a happy New Year's to you all.
May I help you, Mother?
Oh, child.
We are most fortunate
Dearest mother, Mrs. Trullo, and Miss Melody.
You are late again from work, Goodwin. You must not overtax yourself.
I am strong, mother, and there is much to be done.
Sometimes I fear as if too much has been put onto your gallant shoulders, and yet we will be lost without your gallant strength.
Daily do I pray that it may continue strong to serve you, and daily do I dwell on my noble father's ringing words. Your strength will be the strength of 10, if but your heart is pure.
May I relieve you of your heavy burdens, sir?
No, Miss Melody, the dust from the coal would soil your dainty fingers.
But never must we forget that that same coal is our security, our very livelihood.
Indeed not, mother. Never will you hear me speak against the mine.
Are we to see the new seam of coal tomorrow, sir?
I trust so, Miss Melody. I've only to drill holes in the rock face, fill them with fine black powder, set the fuses, tamp them well, set the holes in moistened clay, and then retiring to a safe distance, I shall ignite the fiery thread. And in a few short seconds, mighty blast, to the mighty band, the rock face crumbles, and the new seam of coal is exposed.
Oh, sir!
I knew your gift is from the mine.
So this is the so-called mine, whence comes the trifling trickle of coal. That is the widow's only source of income. But should I dam up that source and dispose of Master Goodwin by some subtle scheme, how then will the widows meet the mortgage to the bank? No gold, no coal, not, but a beauteous daughter that I might accept in payment. A charge of powder placed here should suffice to seal the exit. But wait, why this discovery, when the beauteous Melody may yet fall a willing victim to my charms? A fly that spurns the spider's web is often caught with honey. Soft footfalls. Someone approaches. I must conceal myself. Why, it is a veritable little Red Riding Hood. Enter the wolf. Curses!
Miss Melody!
Mr. Dalrymple!
Miss Melody, how come you here?
I bring you some trifle of refreshment, sir.
You are most kind.
Besides, I feared you forgot to summon us, sir, and I could no longer wait to see the new seam.
Ah, yes, the new seam. How can I tell her?
The tunnel is now clear of dust from the explosion, is it not, sir?
Yes, Miss Melody, it is clear. I cannot find words to break the news.
Then will you invite me in, sir?
Invite you in. I cannot shatter thus your fragile castle of dreams.
Mr. Dalrymple, you look pale. You are not hurt, sir.
No. Heaven, give me courage.
But surely, sir, something is amiss.
I'll be a coward no longer. Miss Melody, there is no seam.
No seam?
No coal.
No coal?
Not preparing rock.
Oh, horror! What was that?
The life of fate, no doubt, that mocks my feeble struggles, the tears of my despair.
Then there's no hope, sir?
No hope. For hours I have swung my quest of pity in vain, torn the unyielding rock with my naked hands. Small though my knowledge, the answer lies plain before me. The coal is finished. Death has come to the mine.
Then all is lost. Our mortgage, our mothers, our wedding.
What way to be ahead amidst this disaster? I must obtain employment, go to the city.
And leave our mountain home.
But where else might I find money for our mortgage, for our mother's comfort, for our wedding?
Then I too will become an exile.
You.
But recently I heard that the school board in Spring Glen was seeking a new teacher. I will offer them my services.
My loyal Melody.
My gallant Goodwin.
Someday we will return.
Someday we will smile again.
But now we must be strong to face adversity. And remember always, our strength will be the strength of 10, but our hearts are pure. Miss Trullo.
Mr. Dalrymple.
Perhaps I can aid Master Goodwin to find employment of a very special kind. And as for Miss Melody, I must find some means whereby the schoolhouse will not long afford her shelter. And then, little Miss Riding Hood will meet her wolf alone. And soon...